Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charmaine, and for today's video I thought it would be fun if I could sit down and create for you guys a look that is both comfy to put on as well as comfy to wear, and at the same time feel put together enough so that if you walk past a mirror in your house you'll be like, I'm looking good today. If it's not obvious enough to you, this is largely inspired by the whole work from home thing that everyone's in right now. Just in case you have that meeting, that online meeting that you have, or just in case you just feel really drab that day, putting on a little bit of makeup on your face will really make you feel a lot better. And if you don't believe me, just try it. I'm just gonna jump straight into today's makeup look, which is going to be whatever's on screen right here. And yeah, if you're interested, just keep on watching and we'll start with the makeup. First off, I'm going to jump into this CC cream right here as my base. This CC cream that I have over here is from Silgao, and it is a smoothing sort of CC cream with a bit of SPF inside, which is really important because if you don't know already, I'm literally sitting under a window right now, and this window gives me a lot of light in this room and also gives me a lot of sun, which means that my skin is still exposed to the sun. So it's important that I use as much SPF as possible to protect myself from sun damage. Under this primer, I already have a sunscreen on, so that's already the first layer of protection, and then this CC cream I like to think of as my second layer of protection. I really like this CC cream. I used to use this as like a foundation, but now I realize that it's really not possible to use this as a foundation because it's quite light coverage, so unless you have the best skin on earth, I don't think this is enough coverage for you. I think this is supposed to be a really good like base layer just to even out the skin tones, even out the skin texture a little, and brighten up your skin a little. So next up, I'll be using this Muji foundation, which is the Natural Fit UV foundation in the color Beige Natural. This one also has a little bit of SPF. It has SPF 36 PA++ inside. So the way SPF works is not like 23 plus 36 equals to 59. Alright. It's more like whatever the factor of the SPF is will be the layer of SPF that is on your skin. So say I have 23 below and then now I'm putting on like a 36. My total protection is 36. Layering your sunscreen will make sure that you cover all areas of your skin instead of just like, you know, one thin layer. You just kind of make sure that you have as much coverage and protection as possible with the amount of sunscreen that you're putting on. So more is always better. Just putting this on with my fingers, and this foundation from Muji, I think they might have changed the packaging since I got this, because somehow I always seem to be buying makeup products that are like soon to be discontinued or soon to be changed and updated. I don't know why I always do that, but somehow I do. And yeah, I don't think they actually sell this exact bottle anymore, but the actual foundation I think they still have in something else. If they've updated the formula for their new foundation, it will also be quite a good news as well, because this foundation I really like. It gives a really skin-like finish, and it also gives quite a bit of coverage, but not too much. It's like a good light to medium coverage. Downside is that it doesn't last as long, but since you're at home, you can touch up or you can blot, you're not really seeing anyone that much, so you don't really need it to last long. You just want to feel good while you're applying the makeup. You just want it to be effortless so that you don't spend too much time if you don't want to. You can if you want. I haven't used this foundation in a really long time and I just really wanted to break it out and try it again, and I must say I like it still. I should really make it a point to check out more of Muji's makeup line, because I think there might be some more gems inside that I haven't really discovered. Okay, so now with my base down, I'm gonna go quickly in with some concealer. Wow, it's like my third or fourth use and the writing's almost rubbed off, but yep, here you go. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Yep, I have this in the color 15 Fair, which is pretty good a shade for me. So I'm gonna cover my dark circles with that and try to brighten my under eyes as much as possible. Today I think I wanna create some highlighted under eyes for myself, just because I feel like it. You know, I'm actually getting ready with you as well. It's like about 11 a.m. right now when I'm filming this, and I'm just gonna be wearing this makeup throughout the day to just exist with good makeup on, to look a bit cuter. I think especially because I have like quite a face of acne and acne scars, having a good makeup day makes me feel a lot better, especially when I turn and look into a mirror, because I literally work beside a mirror. Like, my wardrobe is right beside my desk, so when I am looking a bit better, I feel like I notice this chain reaction. Not chain reaction per se, but just I notice that one thing leads to another and my mood just gets better and better. Or at least it doesn't get worse. So now I'm gonna go off camera to do my brows with my Kat Von D Brow Struck Dimension powder in the color light brown. This brow powder has already been discontinued, so I don't really feel like a need to show you in length what I do with this brow powder. I mean, brow powders, everyone will have their own like brow routines, right? So I think just go with your normal brow routine, the one that you feel most comfortable in, and then we'll be right back. I whipped out my Brunch Date palette from Colourpop. This palette has like a collection of really nice brown shades that I really like and enjoy using. So I haven't used this in a while, so I thought I would just break it out again to use it. I mean, you can use any brown palette you have and it'll be the same. I have a lot of brown palettes, so it's more like a pick and choose whichever undertone I want to use for the day. And today this one won, so I'm using this one. I'm taking my large fluffy brush and I'm going to go into maple syrup right here in the corner. With this shade, I kind of want to deposit it on my outer corners right here. For today's look, I want to sweep it out a lot more. Just felt like doing it. For the sake of entertainment and for the sake of creativity, I'm doing something slightly different. And then just kind of bring the remainder of the product on the brush into the inner corners over here to just sort of contour the eye with this mapley peachy shade. Okay, once you have something like this, we're gonna switch brushes to something a little smaller but still a little fluffy. This one is stained purple because I haven't washed my brushes yet. I'm going into Americano over here, which is like that nice grayish dark brown sort of shade. Darken this inner corner over here. Not inner, outer corners. But we're also going to go into our inner corner in a bit. Just kind of wedge that color in and kind of wriggle it around so that you get maximum blend. Inner corners here as well. We just want like a really contoured eye. We also want to like kind of drag it out into the temple along with the other shade and kind of make sure that everything's kind of blended well. I think so. And then once that's done, we're gonna dip this same smaller brush into this French Toast shade right here, which is like a darker burgundy shade. And with this shade, we want to just buff it into the lower lash line. And you want to join whatever's left on the brush into this crease over here, just to tie everything together so that the top lid has the same reddish tone as the bottom. Then you want to go in with a couple more layers just to make sure that the color is as saturated as possible. I'm going to go into Skinny Latte, which is this one in the heart shape. Really cute, and it's like a really nice foiled rose gold rose shade. Tapping it onto my eyes first. Take a clean finger. I use my index and just kind of blend out the sides into the shadow that you created with the darker shadows. Sort of layer the whole thing over, but you want the main concentration to be in the center. Then with your little finger, I'm gonna go into Skinny Latte, which is like a shell pink sort of shape. I like to just put this onto my... You need to look up into your mirror for this, so you're gonna wanna put it on your eye bag area or your aegyo area. It will help brighten the look as well as highlight your eyes and make them look a lot bigger. I'm gonna take this round domey pencil brush thing and I'm gonna dip it into Champagne Toast over here, and I'm just gonna tap it into my inner corners and blend it into this eye bag area as well as upwards. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this onto my brow bone area here to just highlight that part as well. Okay, so at this point it's time to line your eyes. That's when everything's gonna come together. So just ready your eyeliner pen. I'm trying to create a thinner line this time, just to see how it fares first. Always point the inner corners. What do you think? I think I'm gonna go for even bigger wing. Okay, so this is my one wing. It is extremely huge right now. You don't have to go that huge if you don't want to, but it's always fun. And when else can you wear such a big wing if not at home? It really depends on your comfort level. For me, I like a thick wing, but if you don't, you can always dial it down and have a smaller, more decent, acceptable length wing. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this other eye and throw on some mascara, and then I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. And this is how my eyes look right now. I also kind of added a little bit more of the Sunny Side Up shade, which is this shell pink shade, onto this area and also on the center of the lid to brighten it up even more. And because my eyeliner kind of went out of hand a little bit, you feel me, I know you do, it went super big. So in order to combat that, I went into Extra Slice, which is this darker brown over here. And despite the shimmer, it doesn't really matter. I just kind of used a pencil brush to sort of smoke it out a little so it doesn't look as harsh and as large. It's still humongous, but I actually really like how it turned out in terms of like how big it is. Okay, so now with that done, I'm gonna go into my bronzer, which is the Too Faced Sweet Tea bronzer as per usual. Just very briefly bronze up the skin and you'll feel a lot better once you have like a very cohesive face on. I am aware that not everyone likes to wear such heavy makeup or like such heavy wings at least, so it's really up to you and your own comfort level what you want to wear, especially because you're at home. Just showing you all the steps that I would take for my own work from home look today and what I will feel comfortable wearing. What I will not feel comfortable wearing is a pair of falsies with this eye look. Even though a pair of falsies will look really good with this eye look because it's so like dramatic, it's still, I'm not really a falsies person. I enjoy the way it looks sometimes, but sometimes it's just way too much effort for me. Anyways, I'm gonna go into this small little brush into the lighter shade of the two and just going to lightly contour my nose. Just put some on your cupid's bow here in the middle and also below the lips here. I'm gonna go into some of my Flexitarian highlighter from Colourpop. I really like to highlight my nose. It really gives me lots of joy, so I'm just gonna do that. And tapping a little bit more brightness into the inner corners of my eyes because I feel like it's still not bright enough. Now it's bright enough. A little bit more on the center of my lids to brighten that area as well. This will really help your eyes look so big. Putting some on the center part of the bottom as well, and also a little bit on your cheekbones. Grab your favorite blush, and this is the Kiss in a Frog blush from Colourpop. It's from the Disney collection, and it's just this really nice rose color that I really love a lot. Just getting some of that onto my brush and dabbing it onto the cheeks. I like to put it more towards like the top center parts of my face. Some on the nose. Then because like just one shade is a little too one-dimensional and I recently have been liking this extra step, I'm gonna go into my Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Too Cool for School. It's like more of an orangey sort of blush, and I'm just gonna get some and put it onto the topmost parts of my cheeks here, just beside my eyes, to give it more of like a dimension. And when you turn your head, it doesn't look like a one color blush. It will start looking more like a two colored flush. I think for lips, that's the one thing that you want to keep the most comfort with. So you don't want something that's too dark. At least I don't want something that's too dark and too dramatic. This eyes are like dramatic on its own already, so I'm just gonna go into this Tea Thyme shade, which is the Cream Luxe lipstick from Colourpop. Just applying a little on. This is a really nice like nude My Lips But Better sort of color that's a little bit more on like the brick rose side. And I just like to dab a little on and kind of spread it out with my lips. It's also quite hydrating, so it's like comfortable to wear, and it's also lightweight, so you don't really feel it on your lips. And I really just like to spread it out because I think like just going over without spreading it out is a little too much product on the lips. So I just blend it out with my fingertips like this. Doesn't matter if it goes a little over, because it kind of just gives a softer overdrawn effect, but not really. So you kind of get that plump lip look without actually lining your lips and going all the full 9 yards to create that defined lip look. And then to finish off everything, I'm doing this because I prefer my lips to be well hydrated and comfortable. I like to go in with a lip oil, not a lip gloss, because lip glosses get a little sticky, but a lip oil is like lush and plush, and it just imparts your lips with moisture, and it's just a feel-good product to just apply and just feel a lot better with. Additional hydration to your lips. And this one is the Instant Light Lip Comfort Oil by Clarins. And yep, it imparts a little bit more of like that rose color on my lips, and it complements the color underneath my lipstick's color. And with that, we are done. If you're someone who has to work outside, if you're someone who ventures out a lot, staying at home for so long might jar your senses and make you feel a little lost. So keeping a little bit of like a semblance of normalcy in some of the routines that you do in your day might help you feel a lot better and more ready to face the day, especially if you're expected to turn up to work at home, which is a little weird if you're not someone who has like a space at home to work. Recently, I've just been worrying about everyone being at home and how that affects mental health, and how that affects mood and the spirit, and how it affects everyone in all sorts of different ways by being at home. So I thought maybe creating this video will help alleviate some of that stress, even if it's just to entertain you by watching me create a makeup look. Watching someone putting on their makeup can be quite a satisfying and soothing experience, so hopefully I can be that for you, if not to just teach you something, you know. So with that, we are at the end of our video today. I hope you enjoyed this video or found it helpful or entertaining. And if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. And also consider subscribing to my channel down below. And also, if you were wondering, I have an Instagram account at ShermaineCCW, and on there I post a lot of makeup content as well, so make sure to go there and check it out, and perhaps follow me there as well. And with that, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!